All right, well, yesterday I heard that the Fibble was interesting and maybe difficult, and I didn't have time to get to it, so I'm gonna take a look at that today. I'm also hearing that today's Fibble is interesting and or difficult, and so I'm gonna do both of them, but instead of doing a double Fibble like I've done before, I do them at the same time. I'm actually gonna do one and then the other, and I'm gonna maybe try to go quickly is what I'm thinking, just to try something different. So if you're not familiar with Fibble, this is like Wordle, but on every line, one of the clues is a lie. And that's about all we need to know. So we're starting with merge. I usually like to do something that repeats a lot of the letters. I don't know if Marge is an acceptable answer. It is, okay. So, interesting. Ooh, look at this. We got M, R, G, and E, all the same clues. So if one of those is the lie, it's the lie on both of them, which is very interesting. I'm gonna do barge. Okay. Okay, so one of these A's is a lie, which means, in that row, the R, the G, and the E are true, which means they are true on all three of those. Now we still don't know for sure. The M's could both be lies still, and then this gray A would be a lie. We don't actually know, but I'm inclined to think the gray E is probably true because we have the green E at the end, unless there's two E's in the word, obviously. Let's see, what do we want to do next? We could do, I don't want to repeat too many of the grays. We could do bilge. That seems decent. Okay, we know this is true. We know this is true. Okay, so one of these B's is a lie. Let's see. What do we know from that, though? One of the B's is a lie. One of these A's is a lie. We don't know much else other than that. Okay, let's try to do, I'm gonna do bales. Okay, well, that is interesting. So one of these I's is a lie, clearly. So whichever one of those I's is a lie, the gray B and the gray L are true on that line. Therefore, this is a lie, this is true, this is a lie, this is true, this is true, this is a lie. So there is two E's in the word. Now that is also interesting. This is true. This is a lie? Is that true? Yeah, that's a lie. Oh, that's a lie. Okay, so that makes me think this I is probably true because we already have two E's. There's probably, there's no A, there's two E's, there's no B. Okay, so all we have is two E's. That's all we have, two E's and maybe an I. If we have an I, it has to be second. If we don't have an I, then we have to have an S. I'm gonna say there's an S, two E's. Let's do, but one of the E's, so we could do siege. Ooh, okay, well we know the G is the lie. So the rest of these are true. So this is true, this is a lie, which makes sense because we have the I here. So it's something I-E, something E, and it's gotta be letters we haven't used yet, which would be, what's it gonna be? Oh, maybe Nice. Oh, it's not Nice. Okay, we know this is the lie. So these are true. So it is I-E-C-E, peace. There we go, peace, okay. Well, I felt like that was fairly quick, even though it took me a lot of guesses. Interesting that it was the second E that was the lie at the beginning. So I wasn't expecting that. Very interesting. All right, cool. So we're gonna move on to today's Fibble. There we go, we're starting with skull this time. Okay, well, we could do skulk, that seems decent. Ooh, all right, well, again, very interesting start here, how we've got a repeated lie, probably. Okay, let's do skunk, why not? Okay, so one of these K's is a lie, therefore, these are all true. If these are also true. If the first gray K is true, I mean, it could still have this could be the lie, and yeah, okay. Yep, that still works. Oh, but one of these U's is also true, or is also a lie. So these are true. This L being true means these L's are true. Therefore, the U is a lie. Therefore, this is going to be true and a lie, and all we have is nothing. All we have is grays. So we can do just about anything we want. We're gonna do 5 new letters. Let's see, we don't wanna do train or trail or store, a lot of the things we usually do. We could do trace. Okay, trace, and then how about brace? Why not? Okay, so one of these A's is a lie and one of the C's is a lie. So therefore, the rest of these are true. So there is a T, there is an E somewhere. We could do teach. That seems good. We know this is true. We don't know if the E is true. Oh, interesting. So, okay. The A and the C here, okay, I think one of these A and C has to be a lie, right? Because we know one of the A's is a lie and one of the C's is a lie, right? So, oh, but it could be like this, and then they could both be true. Unfortunately. But one of the, no, because one of these two A's has to be a lie, right? One of these two A's has to be a lie. Whichever one of those is a lie, the gray C will be true on that row, so it has to be true in both, which means this is a lie, which means this is true, which means this is a lie, which means this is true. So the A and the C are true. It was the opposite of what I was thinking. Not one of them has to be a lie, they both have to be true. Now, if the E is true, then there has to be an H, which isn't too bad. We could do something like there. I'm running out of guesses here. This is the problem with going too fast. You don't spend time thinking. Okay. Well, we know this is, oh no, we don't know this is a lie, the E. Actually, the E is probably true because there's probably just the one E. We know this is true. One of these H's is a lie. One of these H's is a lie. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know much here, unfortunately. And we're running out of guesses. I went too fast. Okay, what do we want to do? We've got a T, maybe an H. If this H is true, no, if this H is a lie and there's supposed to be an H second, then both of the E's are true. So the E would have to be fourth. It would have to be TH something E. And there would just be the one E. It could be something like thief. That only works if that yellow H is a lie. If there's supposed to be an H second, then the yellow H is a lie, the gray H is a lie. Could be thief. The problem is if it's not. Okay, if this H is a lie and it's supposed to be gray, is there any way this H could be true? I guess that's a better question. Could this be true? This would have to be a lie. The E's would both be true. No, that E would be true. This E could be a lie. It could be, but where's the H gonna go? I don't like, the H is so often after a C, S, T, or P, or a W. If it's not after one of those, it's usually first. Not always, but it's usually first if it's not after one of those, and we don't have a C or an S. I don't like starting with a P and having a P, starting with T and having a PH somewhere. I'm sure it could happen. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now the only way this gray E could be a lie. Let's get rid of those. The only way this gray E could be a lie is if there's supposed to be two E's in the word. But we already know there's not an E last. There's a T first. We're running out of places to have E's. This would have to be true, so the two E's would have to be second and fourth. It would have to be T-E something E. And there would have to be an H, because the yellow H would have to be true. No, so I don't like that. So this is not gonna be the lie. This is gonna be true. So there's one E in the word. I'm kind of leaning towards the gray H being true, which would make the yellow E a lie, so it would have to be T-E. If the gray H was a lie and the yellow H was true, let's think about that way, right? So the H is not second, but again, where's the H gonna go then? The third E would have to be, it would have to be E, and then you'd have to have an H, like GH, or you could have a TH at the end, I guess, but I don't know what that's gonna be. And you can't do like 10th or something, because for the E to be second, the H has to be true, because the E would have to be a lie. So, by the way, I am aware that I have significantly slowed down at the end here, but I've only got 2 guesses left, so I don't wanna I don't want to fail the puzzle at the sake of trying to go fast. I'd rather fail at going fast and solve the puzzle. So I think what I'm talking myself into is the H is true. The gray H is true. Or the answer is thief. If the gray H is true, there's no H. That means, if the gray H is true, that means the yellow E is a lie, and therefore it has to be TE, and that's all we know. TE and grays. So it would just have to be letters we haven't used yet. There would still only be one E. I think I've convinced myself there's only one E in the word. But this could be something like tempo or tepid. I went too fast and didn't make smart guesses. That was the problem. And after the first several guesses, all we had was grays, which also doesn't help. I'm thinking tempo, tepid, if the yellow E is the lie. If the gray H is the lie, I'm thinking thief. So I'm kind of thinking about guessing thief and hoping that either that's the answer or we'll get a contradiction somewhere that will let us know if there is an I in the word, which would then let us know tempo versus tepid. And I'm sure there's plenty of other things it could be. Those are just the ones I'm thinking of. And I only have 2 guesses left anyways. Let's go with thief. It's not thief. Okay, so one of these H's is a lie. Oh no, we know the T is a lie. So the rest of these are true. Okay, so this is true, this is a lie, this is a lie, this is true. So what we know is it's T, the E is a lie, and it has to be green because we know there's an E in the word. So it has to be TE, there's no I, so it's not tepid. I'm kind of thinking it's tempo. Oh, it could also be tempt with another T. Ooh. That is a tempting guess. I wish I had one more guess. One more guess, I could get it. Now I'm wishing I had guessed tempo instead of thief. Because, and now of course after the fact it's easy to see this, but if I had guessed tempo, we still would have had the gray T at the beginning. We would have known the EMP were all green and true. And it wouldn't have been tempo and we would have known it was tempt. Or if we guessed tempt, we would have gotten the same thing and known it was tempo. So I'm kind of guessing I would have guessed one of those, but I wasn't considering tempt at the time. That's why I'm saying I wish I would have guessed tempo. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up a random letter generator and let it guess whether we do an O or a T. All right, so we got the random letter generator up. It actually starts with P, which is kind of interesting. So we're looking for O or T. So I'm gonna say generate random letter. I could just keep doing it until we get an O or a T. I think I'll just do a random generated letter, and you know what? I'm just gonna go until we get an O or a T. And RKLYUELGY. Oh, okay, we're going with tempo. Did the generator help me or did it hurt me? Let's see. Oh, it was tempt. Oh, I should have gone with tempt. That figures. All right, interesting. So the M was the lie there. So close. If I'd been a little smarter at the beginning, I would have probably been fine. But, you know, actually, up here where I guessed trace, the mistake really was guessing 5 new letters. I said it's all grays, let's do 5 new letters, but the problem with that was, then it takes a couple, at least 2, maybe 3 guesses to really know what the lies are. But it really would have probably been better to guess something like store, or something that used, or stole maybe even, that used a couple of the gray letters, and then we would have known, in fact, after the fact here, knowing, STOLE would have been great because the L would have been the lie and we would have known it was the lie on our first guess. So, but anyways, so there you go. That's what happens when you go fast sometimes. You make mistakes. Although I was really close. I mean, I just needed one more guess, I would have had it. So it was still really good. So anyways, let me know how you did with yesterday's and today's Fibbles, and which one you thought was harder, and if you failed or succeeded on them. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Here's an interesting question. Which song has spent the most time at number 2 on the Billboard Top 100 without making it to
that was really
number 1? On the left. Awesome. Ballet over here. Okay, it is L&T, just like I was thinking. Now, Alphabet. There we go, that's a good one.